All right, today we're going to be showing you the difference between an LP tip, an FFLP tip, and a standard RAC Graco airless tip. The main difference between these three, the LP and FFLP are meant to be shot at lower pressures that can help reduce your overspray. The FFLP tip has a bit of a finer finish to it and is ideal for your cabinet finishing, your furniture finishing, to give you a little more smooth finish. The RAC X is your standard airless tip, and that's ideal if you're shooting a heavier, thicker paint, or for general interior finish as well from your latexes and enamels. The three tips we're going to show you at different pressures. The product we're spraying is a latex consistency product, and we'll kind of show you those at a couple different pressures so you can see how this gun will work based on the pressure you're using. So first up is the LP tip. You'll see here we're going to start at low pressure and gradually increase that pressure till we get good paint breakup. So right now I'm at no pressure at all. We'll increase that a little bit here. At this point we're at about 1800 psi, 2000 psi. And we'll go ahead and show you that tip at 2000 psi. As you'll notice, there's not as much overspray and kick up when I'm spraying because of the low pressure that we're using. It also is doing a pretty good job atomizing. It's a little bit on the heavier, thicker drops side, but we'll bump this up to a little bit over 2,000 pounds. And as you see, right around 2,000 pounds, you can get pretty fine drops. Now if I kick it up all the way to high pressure, the tip still works, but you can see the tendency to get a bit more overspray with the high pressure. So that's the low pressure tip. Now we have the FFLP tip. This is similar to the LP tip, but it's meant for fine finish, so it has a little more breakup on it than a normal airless tip. Again, it's not meant to be used at high pressure, so we're at about 1500 psi. If you see when I spray this, compared to the LP tip alone, you can see the edges of my pattern that I get a little bit better breakup with this LP tip. And it's double atomizing, so it gives you a finer finish. So this is a really good tip, and this is also a 5/15, the same size as the other tip was. We'll go ahead and continue the pattern from the LP tip. And that's at about 1500 psi. So you get the smooth finish, and it's a really good tip for your cabinets. Obviously, if we crank the pressure up, we'll get atomization still, but these tips aren't meant to operate at that high pressure. And this final tip is a standard RAC X. This is what you use for general interiors or whatever it would be. So we're at about 1500 psi with a regular RAC X tip. You can see the pattern tends to be a little wider. This is a 5/17 tip, so it is a bigger tip, but you get a little more pattern because of the pressure behind it. But you notice at this low pressure, I don't get good atomization towards the edge of the pattern because I need extra pressure with a standard RAC X tip. So we're at about 1,500 pounds there. We'll bump it up to 2,000. You can see at that point, I stopped getting the tails. I am getting a little more overspray though because I'm hitting that surface a bit harder. So the RAC X gives you the maximum pattern. The LP gives you good transfer efficiency and a similar breakup to the RAC X at the low pressures with heavier body product like your latex and interior enamel and products like that. And the FFLP gives you a finer finish, a little bit smaller pattern in response to that low pressure and fine finish, but gives you a good finish for your cabinets. The other thing with the FFLP tip is because it's fine, you can tend to get more plugs and clogs. So when you're spraying with a heavier pigmented paint with an FFLP, you might end up needing to clear your tip plug more. But that's the difference between an FFLP, LP, and RAC X Graco tip. That way, next time you're choosing or considering which airless tip's proper for the job in regards to different options, you can choose. Thanks for watching.